What's up guys, welcome to another video, and today we're going to be doing some rune crafting. So I was going to do some rune removal this weekend, buying the rune removal pack, which is what I usually do like halfway between each free event. So that way I have, because I like to change a lot of things. There's like a lot of new build ideas to try out. So that's why I usually buy it, halfway through. That way I have like a couple of weeks in between, like, to test it out each time, and that way also gives me a bit more time to work on things as well. Because during rune removal, you want to take advantage of the whole day to just test out runs, try different builds, see the consistency of your runs, and like for me, for example, last rune removal, I changed my dragons team a little bit, and I thought I just improved the team, because the only thing I really changed was I gave my units more crit rate, right? And apart from that, the damage stats were basically the same. But for some reason, it made my dragons run more inconsistent. Like previously, I never failed dragons, or maybe like once every oh, hang on, I'm gonna keep this one. This is not bad. Maybe once every 10 refills or so, like I might get like a really bad run. Like say like no defense breaks and stuff like that. That might happen. But yeah, after I changed things up, it just got more inconsistent. So if I had more time, I would have been able to just like tweak it a bit more and change things around. But yeah, it wasn't enough time because I was re-runing 2 accounts. Anyway, so that was all the enhanced runes I had. I actually didn't farm that much like raid based these past couple of weeks. So I'm gonna move on to will. So the will I have the most of, like the chaos ones. So I'll be doing quite a lot of these. And basically, what happened these past couple of weeks was, I sort of got sick of the raid base, because I really hate how inefficient it is to farm them, right? Like the amount of time I have to do just to get one rune. Like in that time, oh hang on, oh this is decent. We can keep that. Oh, hang on. Oh, never mind. But yeah, in the time that you could farm one rune for fight or whatever, you could see a lot more runes from dungeons, right? Like you'll see a lot more drops, and therefore more chances to get something. And like it just doesn't cost like so much energy and time. Oh, this is not bad. We can keep that too. So I decided to go back to Necro for a while, partially also because I wanted the Necro runes anyway, like pretty much all the Necro sets I wanted. Oh my god, why is it flat attack? Well, I'm still going to keep this because there's speed on it, but that was such an unfortunate rune. So yeah, that's why I went back to Necro. Also, like when I'm at home, when I can spam runs, I just do like an even amount of giants and dragons. Right, I haven't actually been doing as much raids as well. This is. I think I'm gonna sell this, even though there's defense there. I think it's not really worth as a 5-star. I've been also being a lot more picky with runes. So even like these 5-star legend runes, I'm like I very rarely keep them still. But yeah, I'm looking for like more quality like vampire runes and will runes, also nemesis runes too. 16 speed. I think it's not good enough. So yeah, that's sort of why I've been going back to dungeons. Also because the event, currently there's the chocolate event, which is a big improvement to the sock event that they had. I would say like a month or 2 months ago. And yeah, so basically like what they changed was these are the two most important changes that I noticed, right? So first off, previously for stocks you could only get one times drop like every time it pops up, right? Now you can get 1 to 3 per drop, right? So that just makes it a lot easier to obtain the 100. I mean, I personally don't like that it's capped, but I guess it makes it a little bit more fair as well to like, cause some people I know are having trouble farming enough chocolates, right? Personally, I never have any trouble farming these sort of events, but some people have like some bad RNG and they can't farm enough. This is unfortunate. There's like some good 6-star purples, but then it's like flat stat. And the other really, oh my god, another one. The other really important change I noticed was there's no double experience boosters in the like when you claim the chocolates. And for me personally, I'm really happy about that because I used to get too many, right? And I didn't really like utilize them that much. So I think instead, like what they probably did was move the drop rate of that to high essence, because I get so many high essence from this event, and yeah, I think that's probably what they did. For me personally, I'm not complaining because I need a lot of high essence. Whereas I know most people will say, "What? You need high essence? I need like a billion mid essence." But yeah, it's basically because I've been making a lot of like random 4 stars for world boss, like, particularly water units, obviously, right? So and I need a lot of high essence for that, and I don't really make any 2 stars anymore. So the need for the need for mid essence is, you know, much lower for me. I guess I can keep this for the crit rate. Oh, this is not bad. We can keep that. I mean, it's got a flat stat and only blue, but it's slot 2 speed with, you know, a 6-star like 6-star slot 2 speed main. I think we can keep this for the crit rate roll. This could be like a good Necro rune actually. Okay, I'm gonna move to another rune type. So basically what I do when I craft is I try to craft very evenly, right, with the in terms of the materials. That way I don't have like too many of one. Because basically I try to get them all to like, you know, as close to 0 as possible by the end of the crafting session. I guess I can roll for the crit damage. You can try that. Alright, this is not, I mean, it's not, for blue rune it's almost as good as you can get, apart from it being just medium rolls, but you know, I can go for double speed or double crit roll for that. You also may have noticed that I've gotten a lot more mana. I think last rune crafting session I had about like 30 or no 29 mil, I believe, and then by the end of the crafting session I had like 23 or 22, something like that. This time I have a lot more mana, of course. That's mostly because after the last rune removal I still had like 20 mil or 20 mil, like, something like that. And yeah, the mana just accumulates because some people probably wonder, like, you know, how can I get more mana? I'm struggling with mana, and pretty much the simple answer is I very rarely keep runes, right? So and when you don't keep very many runes, you know, you just accumulating mana, and you're not really upgrading that many runes because obviously you're not keeping any, so therefore your mana just naturally goes up. So I guess the tip I would say is, like, And if you have a good amount of core runes on your units already, like, then just be like less lenient on what you keep. Some exception, you can make some exceptions. For example, like violent runes, you might make an exception for that because I mean, violent is so heavily used. Oh my god, slot 2 flat again? This is like, how many have I got? Like 5? Oh, that's crazy. I can do a few of these. So yeah, that's pretty much the general gist of it, really. And of course, farming Necro is gonna give you the most mana, and that's mostly because all of the rune types in Necro are the expensive ones, like they sell for the most. Whereas say in Dragons, you've got Violent, Revenge, and Shield. Those ones are the ones that sell for the most, but then there's 2 other runes that do not sell for anything, right? Or like they sell for like half the amount, basically. Giants is even worse. I believe the only one is Despair, and I'm not sure if I'm not sure if they added Swift to the expensive runes. But yeah, like actually I think they did add it, because so there's like 2 there, right? The other ones sell for basically nothing. Actually, I'm not entirely sure if Swift is that expensive, but yeah, that's the general gist of it. Oh, it's got crit rate. There's no I should mention there's no like speed on it, but that's okay. Like if I can get like, you know, triple roll and crit rate, I'll be happy still. It's slot 5, unfortunately, but it's still okay. Like it'd be a decent raid rune or something like that. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. No speed or anything really there. .16 speed, probably not good enough. Alright, let me change to another rune type. So yeah, sorry if I'm like bouncing around between different rune types, but I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. And it's easier to just keep track this way, rather than trying to calculate it like beforehand and knowing, alright, I'm gonna craft this many runes or whatever. I just craft it, I just do it as I go, just wing it. And yeah, it looks like the Swift runes do sell for like the high amount, because it's selling roughly about what the Violent runes are selling for, I believe. Maybe slightly less. So yeah, like Dragons is a happy medium, right? You can, like, if you can't do Necro, then fine, you can do Dragons and you still will make like decent amount of mana. I do find that when I do switch to Giants, if I get like a good string of like potential runes that to upgrade, like I'll lose mana. I'll actually lose mana, especially when you take into consideration that you have to spend mana on crafting the runes from, you know, the rune crafting materials that you'll get from Giants. So yeah, but Dragons typically I find that it does increase my mana overall, especially because like usually for Dragons I'm only really interested in Violent runes, right? I don't really use Revenge all that much anymore, so I only really keep the highest quality ones. Shield I'll keep if they're high quality as well, but I don't really need that many of them. Oh, this is a nice rune, we'll keep that. What else is there? Endure, I very seldom keep it unless it's like speed rolls or like a very good DPS rune I might keep. And yeah, oh, Guard is the other one. So Guard I'll keep it if it's like a good copper rune basically, or bulldozer rune. Apart from that, I rarely keep Guard as well. Apart from like the standard sort of reasons you will keep runes, i.e. speed rolls or like high crit rate rolls, you might keep those. Or like just general damage dealer runes. Because a lot of damage dealers don't really need to be on a set. So if you can give them high enough quality runes, then it will probably beat having a set with like low quality or like medium quality stats. Okay, we're almost done with these. Okay, we've got more Swift. So basically, the way I'm looking at it is, whichever color I have more of, obviously, than the other, I switch to that type. So in this case, green is the highest, so I'll go for the giant runes, so Swift. Actually, no, the Swift runes aren't selling for as much as the violent runes. Now that I'm paying attention to it, it's like half. So actually, only Despair is like worth anything in giants. So you're like really missing out on mana there. I feel that they should change it. Like I think Swift and Fatal should be worth more. That will make it on par with dragons as well, and then you won't feel so bad about farming giants. I feel like I haven't really kept that much this time either. Last rune crafting, I didn't really get that many runes. I think that like 2 before that was like, yeah, from there backwards it was a lot better. I'm not gonna say that there's some sort of conspiracy and they nerfed the rates, but yeah, this is pretty underwhelming. I've only kept a few runes that I can remember. A couple were a bit sketchy. Innate crit damage is quite nice, actually. I'm gonna roll for the crit rate roll. Or I'm gonna try for it. Especially because I haven't really kept anything anyway. Oh, okay, now this makes up for it. Hopefully we can get double HP out of that. Wait, let's check will. Okay, let's see. Alright, I'm gonna do one of these and I can do one more violent. Okay, that makes me happier because I got like 2 violent slot 2 speeds, which I'm really struggling to get as well. So that helps. Alright, these stats are actually good stats for, even though it's a 5-star. I very rarely keep 5 stars, but this one, because they're all correct stats, I will try to like roll that one. By correct stats, I mean like the stat combination like works really well together, right? It's like a good support rune: speed, HP, and resist. So this one I'm going for, as much speed as possible. Triple roll I'll be okay with, so I think that will be an upgrade. But if it doesn't do triple roll, then I don't think it's worth. It probably won't be. Yeah, it definitely won't be worth keeping if it's only a double roll. But I got 1 roll so far, so that's a good start. Hopefully this can continue. Oh, it's a min roll, but speed is speed. We take those. This could potentially be my best wall rune. I remember crafting that 24 speed rune on my ult. Makes me really wish I could have that on this account. I think 20 speed would still be okay to keep. So yeah. Oh, unfortunate. We're still gonna go for the 20 speed, I think. So I think I can still use that. If I had max rolled, it would have been what, 17 speed? I don't know if I would have kept that with just 17. But I would have tried to upgrade it still, because there would have been like a 23 speed potential. Like at this point, if it had max rolled the previous 2. It's very unfortunate, like all these stats are really nice as well. For if this had been like an attack rune, this would be amazing. Even though I rolled into like accuracy once. Alright, this may take a little while because I feel it's worth showing you the plus 20 for this. Normally I would not bother with plus 20, sorry, plus 12. Because normally it would take quite a while because the chance to upgrade is so low. Oh, never mind. It did upgrade, but unfortunately it went to accuracy, so we'll just sell that. 14 speed is nowhere near good enough to keep a flat stat. Alright, this rune I kept because I do need like a will rune for Galleon, I think. Well, I wanted one so that it makes it easier to rune him. And basically just going for the double speed roll. Okay, that's a good start. I'll be happy with 16 speed. The innate defense is kinda annoying. Like if that had swapped around with the resist, that would be really good. But I can't complain too much. So if I can get one more speed roll, I would even take it. I would take a minimum roll. I would be too fussed about that. Okay, it did min roll, but I can still use it because I don't need like a super high amount of speed on my Galleon. I just need an accuracy rune with like decent speed roll, and that's good enough there. And I don't really care about any other stats on that, so we'll just keep that for now. Okay, this is pretty nice. Triple roll into speed or crit damage would be pretty good. Resist wouldn't be the worst because I could still use that on like Peace Armor. But obviously I prefer speed or crit damage. Crit damage is fine. Unfortunately I can't roll into the crit rate because it's innate. It would have been great if it swapped around with the resist, but oh well. If I can get a triple roll into crit damage, that would be definitely worth keeping. Oh my god, resist. It is a good roll though. I'm gonna just keep going. I'm actually keeping more resist runes now, only because of for AD purposes and guild defense. I think it's like some people are sort of moving towards like higher resist units, like certain units. Say like for example, things like Perna, Peace Armor, that sort of thing. Okay, I guess I can keep that. It's like a Peace Armor rune, and the reason they keep like this like high resist rune is so that it just makes it harder, obviously, to reset the unit with things like Zyros, and that way you can get the passive off, right? I wouldn't have minded if it went triple crit damage, because then it would allow me to use runes like this crit rate rune, slot 4, right? Alright, maximum crit damage roll, pretty happy with that, so we can keep going. If I can get another max crit damage roll, this will make it a really nice rune. Especially because the defense is maxed. I mean, defense doesn't matter too much, but it's a max roll, can't complain. Oh my god, it actually did max roll crit damage. Alright, this is like the best I could ask for on a blue rune. Let's just go to +9, see what else it gets. So here I'm hoping for obviously speed or attack percent. If I can get one of those, then the other, I can enchant the other stat onto the last upgrade if I don't get it. HP wouldn't be the worst either. Then there could be like a tanky rune as well. But yeah, to use this rune, I would need to use it with other runes that have high crit damage as well. So something like similar to this, like 20% plus crit damage. Definitely keep those runes. Like that way, you can utilize a rune like slot 4 crit rate, which a lot of people will cringe about, but it's actually not bad. You still end up with the same sort of crit rate and crit damage as you would like if you rune it the other way. Alright, flat attack, that's unfortunate, but I do have another roll. And worst case scenario, I'll just enchant attack on it, or speed, depending on what I'm using it on. We keep those. Alright, again, like for blue runes, basically I would go for a double roll. right? I very rarely keep like one in each because it's hard to use those runes. But if it's a purple rune and it does like a double roll and then a single roll into another one, that's fine as well. It's still a very efficient rune. But with a blue rune, it's you know, it's already very inefficient by being a blue rune. So I needed to have double rolls, and that way it's much easier to use that rune on someone. So 17 speed here potentially. Oh, it did get. Oh wow. The upgrades are going exactly as I planned, or like I hoped for. So maybe I should just keep hoping for certain rolls. I'm gonna just take the +9 real quick, just to see what else I get. I'm pretty much just looking for. I can do like crit damage, HP, or attack. All those would be nice. Anything but flat. Even accuracy and resist wouldn't be the worst. I mean, obviously they're not as good as the other ones, but I wouldn't complain. I'm curious how much mana I'll have at the end of this too. I'm sort of trying to like increase my mana storage just because it feels nice to have lots of mana. Never have to worry about mana again. Alright, we've got attack %, so that's great. That's a good rune. Even though it's actually a minimum roll. I actually found out quite recently that the minimum roll for wait, actually I can't remember if it's attack or HP, but one of them is 4 to 6. Sorry, 4 to 8, and the other one is 5 to 8. I believe it's attack. That is actually. Yeah, I can't remember, but one of the, it's really messed up how how random it is. But I'll pretty much just assume that 5 is minimum to be safe. Okay. Well, one more roll to speed, so I need one more speed roll, and then the other one doesn't really matter. But obviously, a triple speed roll would be great. But as long as I can get like non-minimum rolls, it's great. Alright, that was a shitty roll on attack. Oh, I should actually mention when it's a 5 to 8 min roll, I'm only talking about the base stats. Alright, so the starting stat. Whereas for when you upgrade, it's gonna be 4 to 8. It's weird like that. I don't know why they did it like that, but yeah. Alright, 111, and it was like a minimum roll. Actually pretty shitty rolls all around, so I'm gonna sell this. Alright. I think I'm gonna keep this regardless, because you can never complain about slot 2 speed, 6 star on a will rune or violent. So no matter how this goes, I'm probably gonna keep it, but obviously I want a double HP roll. Alright, that's not a HP roll, but unfortunate. But you know, 42 speed, you can always use that on something, right? Even if you have to use it on, you can use it on like say like an attack bar booster. That doesn't really need that much stats. It pretty much like, or at least for those that are just looking for speed. Oh my god, double flat defense roll. Honestly, I don't know if I really want to keep this now. I'm gonna have to see how many will slot 2 speeds I have and decide that then. Because this is like basically a white rune. It does have the innate accuracy though. That's like, it's something going for it. It's a slight benefit. Alright, roll crit damage, that's not the worst. It's a max roll too. Alright, I'll just keep this for now. We'll see how what other will runes I have in storage. Alright, I kept this enhanced rune. So obviously I kept this one because of the speed and crit rate. And innate resist is actually quite nice. It's because like I actually find resist and accuracy to be my most favorite innate stats. Because you like to have it. It's like it's never a bad thing to have it. But you don't really want to roll an upgrade into it. So if it's like, you know, hanging around in your innate stat, then your upgrades are never going into it, and you still have that extra bonus. Plus, you can't grind it as well, so it doesn't really hurt to have it in the innate stat. Alright, give me another speed roll and I'll be happy. Alright, not the worst, it's fine. 14 speed, I'll keep it. Especially because it's enhanced. I needed some enhanced runes. Defense though, is a little bit harder. I need the HP versions, but well, we'll still keep it for now. I think at worst it's a raid rune. And I'm just gonna take it to +9. I'm hoping for a HP. Flat defense, okay, that's pretty bad, but oh well. I can always enchant HP onto it if I ever get some HP enchants. That's something that I'm really missing on this account. I have a lot of defense enchants for enhance, but like no HP ones. I feel that I don't know if it's just me, but I find that the correct grinds and correct enchants are always the hardest to get. So i.e. like say rage, I never get any attack percent rage enchants, but I get a billion defense and HP ones. Alright, even though this rolled into accuracy, it is a max roll. Alright, I'm gonna take it to +9. I'm gonna give it one more chance to give me some crit rate, because double rolling crit rate will still be okay. Oh my god. So, although it is a very efficient rune, I might actually just keep this for world boss. So yeah, because that's like almost maximum accuracy from like at +9. I have one more roll, so there's actually potentially a 31% accuracy rune. I'm just gonna roll that later. I don't think I really care about it that much, but yeah, I'll just keep it just in case. Worst case scenario, I can use it on world boss. Okay, give me some double crit damage rolls. I think again, you would probably still just keep this regardless of how it rolls. Alright, well, it will roll once into crit damage, that's fine, it's worth keeping. Yeah, a similar reason to the will rune. You probably still just keep the slot 2 speed, right? Because it's 6-star. Alright, it's not great, but it's not awful. The same applies to Swift as well. For me, I would keep them if it's like Swift, Violent, or Will, because they're the most commonly used in PvP. Alright, so here I'm hoping for some crit rate and attack, hopefully. Just don't give me flat. Anything but flat. Well, this video won't take as long. Alright, HP, I can't complain about HP. So this video won't take as long. There's only a few more to go. And it's mostly because I didn't really keep much. All those runes were pretty bad, I think. Or like most of them were pretty bad. There's so many like flat stat runes, 5-star runes. Alright, we got the crit rate, so if we can get another crit rate roll, it'll be perfectly fine to keep. Be a good bruiser rune because it's got 8% base roll on HP, which is quite nice, and a couple more like potential upgrades. I'm also kind of lacking. Oh, okay, that's worth keeping. I'm also kind of lacking in the slot 5 department too. I have a billion, slot 3s. I'm sure most people have noticed that it's much easier to keep a slot 3 rune compared to slot 5 and slot 6 especially as well. It's mostly because the stats that you can get of 5 compared to like 3 or 1, there's more stack combinations, right? So with slot 3, you cannot get attack percent. So no matter what, like for a DPS rune, all you're looking for is like speed, attack, so that sort of thing, right? So not attack, sorry, speed, crit damage, crit rate. So yeah, it's a lot easier to find those slot 3 runes as opposed to slot 5, because slot 5 you can get both, you know, like all of them, attack, defense, and HP. Okay, so that rune turned out okay. It's got resist, which is not the worst. And I'll see later what it gets at plus 12. Alright, now this rune can't really go wrong, right? Because there's no flats to go into. But obviously I'm hoping for HP. Alright, great HP roll. That was a max roll too. Great start. If this can get 20% HP, it'll be pretty nice. And after that, I'm just looking for like resist and defense mostly. Even attack wouldn't be the worst. Oh, that was another max roll. All right, this is a win. Probably, I would say it's probably the best rune I've gotten so far. The most useful, at least. Because I'm definitely about to find someone that can use this. So here I'm hoping for some defense, probably. Wouldn't complain about crit rate or resistance as well. Okay, come on. I wonder if I can end this with 40 mil still remaining. Maybe. Oh damn it, it's a flat. Oh well, but it's still gonna be good, right? I can always enchant that off. Hopefully I can get something useful on the last roll. You can see here the slot 3s, I kept a lot more of these, and it's actually very common. If you're farming, you should notice that you get a lot of slot 3s and slot 1 as well. But the main way I noticed it was because when I'm done with rune removal, I put away runes onto storage monsters, right? Because I don't have enough room in rune storage, because it's mostly taken up by the grindstones and enchants. So there's hardly any room for runes, and I really need to change that. But yeah, when I put them away on monsters, I tend to find that I run out of slot 6 the quickest, and then slot 4, and then slot 5. Even slot 2, it's a lot more common than, you know, slot 4 and like 4 to 6 basically. That's pretty much because like slot 6 especially. Wait, why am I I don't know why I'm keeping upgrading this. This should just be a cell, because it's like pretty bad rolls on crit rate and crit damage. But yeah, pretty much like slot 6 is sharing with, you know, things like accuracy and nemesis. So sorry, not nemesis, resistance. So you'll find that it's a lot harder to get a good rune, because you're like, the pool of 6, like slot 6 is diluted by those. Alright, this is the last rune we got last from the crafting session actually. It's pretty much, because it's a 5-star, I'm looking for like mostly triple rolls, but double max roll and speed will be like good enough. Alright, it wasn't a max roll, but it's okay. We still got we've got a couple more chances to make it good. Hopefully 2 speed rolls, or 1 speed 1 HP. If you can get at least 14 speed, I think it'll be like decent. Alright, that was a shitty roll. That was a minimum roll, but as I said, speed is speed. Can't complain too much. I mean, it's better than not getting speed, right? So one more, it can be 17 speed, which is just as good as like a 6-star rune that's blue, but it will be still keepable. Resistance. I I don't really like this rune anymore. Even I actually don't mind resistance, but on a 5-star rune, I don't really like that. Okay, that's all the rune crafting. Well, didn't really keep that much, but yeah. So thanks guys for watching. I'm not sure if I'll do like a rune update after that I do rune removal, but it will depend how much I change. Maybe I'll do like a short video and just do like the major changes I did, and then that way, and then like maybe then the following one I'll like alternate, so it'd be like one full review and then one like shorter review. Alright, so that's it. Thanks guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.